Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Selena and I like to talk about all things GAPS, anything that has to do with nutrition, food, the emotional side of healing. I love to talk about it. And today I'm going to be talking to you about kind of a really interesting, controversial topic that is sunscreen. And sunscreen, you guys, I grew up believing that anytime you went into the sun, you needed sunscreen, sunglasses, a sun hat, protect your skin from the powerful, damaging causes of the sun. And you guys, I want to just kind of debunk some of that today and share what I think the goal actually should be when it comes to taking care of your skin in the sun, and explain why it's so important that you actually get sun. So let's jump into it. It's a really common idea that people have in their mind that the sun is what damages skin, the sun is what causes skin cancer, and you really just need to avoid the sun at all costs. So we have whole industries based around sunscreen, sunglasses, and sun hats, and protective things for your skin, and all of that. And what's crazy about this industry is that 9 times out of 10, things that you end up putting on your skin to protect yourself actually end up hurting you in the long run. You know, we think it's great not to get a sunburn. Oh yeah, okay, great. But the reality is that most of the time that sunscreen is jam-packed full of toxic chemicals and crap and synthetic oils and seed oils and all of the nastiness that you actually really don't want on your skin. And the reason is that your skin is your largest, most readily available detox organ. And you detox through your skin. Anything that gets on your skin can be absorbed into your body and it goes straight into your bloodstream. So you want to make sure that the things that you're putting on your body are equally as clean as the things that you're putting in your mouth. It's not just about making sure that your diet is good, but really when it comes to your environment, you want to pay attention to the things that you're allowing to be put on your skin, because that also affects your body too. And I would even go as far as to say that in some ways it can be even more damaging than some of the things you put in your mouth, because of your body's natural detoxification systems. If they're working properly, the things you put on your skin bypass all of that. And so you want to make sure what you're putting on your skin is clean, first of all. But what a lot of people don't realize is that sunscreen actually isn't necessary. Not only is it not necessary, but it actually hinders your body from absorbing vitamin D. So you go out into the sun to absorb vitamin D. There's all this research about people who live in the sun are happier. Vitamin D supports your immune system, people taking supplements of vitamin D, and then you lather up your skin before you go out and get the most natural, most bioavailable form of vitamin D there is, which is from the sun. And you guys, I honestly think we need to take a step back and really think through the ways that we've been marketed and thought to believe that certain things are necessary, because thousands of years ago, people did totally fine with the sun. And skin cancer and all of these things are more of a modern phenomenon, which if you kind of look at the data, skin cancer actually rose when all these toxic contaminants and crap that we put on ourselves rose. So I think a lot of people do this stuff in fear, and I just want to say that sometimes making these decisions out of fear actually ends up doing the very thing that you were afraid that would happen. So I really think it's important to look at the data, to be aware of the things you're putting on your skin, that you're not just putting things on your skin because culture says so or your mom said so growing up, because there's a lot more to it and it's a very complex issue. So no, you really don't absorb vitamin D, or at least not to the capacity that your body really needs when you have a thick layer of zinc, or, to be honest, lots of toxic chemicals like lathering your skin, layering it up. Your body is not able to produce vitamin D in that way. So what's the goal? What's the goal when it comes to taking care of your skin in the sun? Because obviously getting sunburns is a real thing. And I would just say that it is to gradually increase your tolerance for the sun by giving as much of your body access to the sun as possible in doses that your body can handle it. And so, like I say with everything on this channel, you are gradually building up and you're not moving beyond your body's tolerance. So oftentimes when we get burned, it's really just because we are moving beyond our body's point of tolerance for the sun. And so yes, if you haven't been in the sun, since last summer, you're probably gonna get burned if you go and spend an hour out in the sun. But if you build your tolerance, maybe by 10-minute increments, every single day, you go out in the sun for 10 minutes, give your body a break. Next day, you're building that slowly, that capacity. Your skin adjusts to the sun, and it's really, really healthy for your body to adjust to good amounts of the sun, because that's adjusting to this vitamin that your body needs to have a healthy immune system, have a healthy body. So, obviously being modest is valuable, but when it comes to exposure of your skin, it's generally recommended that you give your body as much exposure as you can. I know it's kind of a weird thing, but there's something about, and I've never done it, but there's something about these nude beaches that people are really getting full access to the sun. Places of your body that honestly end up most susceptible to disease are the places that don't get a lot of sun. And so that's something to keep in mind. Your goal would be to not need sunscreen, which I know is, a very controversial thing. And I will say, at times when you're on vacation, that may be when you're jumping from maybe getting an hour of sun to 8 hours of sun, you may want to use some kind of really non-toxic form of sunscreen, which I will link my favorite brand below. But you guys, I really think even beyond that non-toxic version, which people are always advocating for these non-toxic versions, let's go back to the natural, the most authentic way that we used to live, and that's the way that I believe is the most healthy. I'm sharing this video because when I started this healing journey, I didn't have any idea of what this whole idea of building your body's tolerance to the sun meant and why you should do it and all that. And I ended up throwing this question into a GAPS group chat, and everyone was like, don't use anything, just build your body's tolerance. And I had never heard that idea before. So if you haven't heard it before, do your research, but I really think it can be helpful. Not to mention, when you stop consuming these highly processed oils, these seed oils and these canola oils and all that, your body actually becomes less susceptible to burning. So keep that in mind. Especially when you're searching for a sunscreen, be aware that there actually are kinds of oils inside sunscreens that can promote burning. And I'm all about taking care of your skin. You don't want to burn. That would be damaging your skin, but you also can build your skin's tolerance to being able to withstand some of that. Now, a lot of people will say that this is not possible for my ethnicity, and obviously I'm sitting here as someone who's half Puerto Rican, who has naturally a little bit tanner skin, but I have a couple friends now where I know that they've actually been able to build their body's tolerance. They used to burn so quickly, so easily, but they've built their body's tolerance to tan instead of burn, just by getting regular daily sun. So it's possible for you. Do your own research, but I'm not about falling for this cultural myth that you need to be lathering yourself in something that's generally pretty toxic in order to stay safe. So if you got any value out of this video, like and subscribe. I make new videos like this one every week, and it is my passion to walk alongside people as they heal and grow. It inspires me and hopefully brings encouragement to you. Thanks for watching.